Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator. Now we have this rather peculiar car here with everything in the back of it. Now this was completely new to me. I'd never seen anything like this before in my life. Not a car like this anyway, but a few people who are either professional mechanics or used to be professional mechanics or very, very good amateur mechanics have assured me that this is, fairly common, and most of them actually recognized it before anything else because of the air intakes there for the engine. Me, no, not even close. I did not see this coming. I absolutely did not see this coming at all. But it has now. It's all here. We've got the bits, and we can start putting it all together. So I think I have bought everything that I need for it. Which means that we can go straight in to start assembling this bad boy back to restoring it back to its former glory. Now, if you take a look in here for car status, we had the front exhaust section, the rear mufflers, both of them, and then we had the flywheel, the clutch pressure plate, well, the full clutch kit on there, which was also that one, and we've got the gearbox itself. So we should, in theory, be able to put all of this back on now. Now that I've taken all of those bits off. What do we do? What was that bit there for? I can't remember now. Anyway, what we want to do is we want to go to part mount mode. So we'll put the rear muffler on first. I've got two of those. And I want another one over this side. If I can just click on there. There we go. Put that one back on there. So there's those two. Now, if I slide down in underneath here, we've got the front exhaust section A V6B. And click on that one there. Put that one back into place there like that. So that's all of that bit there, and then the gearbox goes on the side over here. So we've got, first of all, we want the flywheel. That's got to go on there. And then after that, we've got the clutch plate. That one goes in there quite nicely. And then the clutch pressure plate onto it, and we can put those. Oh yeah, we sped up our ability to do bolts up last time, didn't we? So they go on a lot faster now, which is a lot better. So much better, actually. And then we can put the gearbox on over the top of that. That just slides on really easily. Excellent. Put that one in and that one down there. I think that's all of it. Yes. And then we can start putting these back together as well. You've got to put the two rear drive axles back in. So that one goes there. And you've got one nut that goes in there. And we can put the wheel back on as well. Do those up. Oh, that is so much better. That is so much better, the speed that those do up. That is brilliant. Right, and we come over to this side, and we can put that rear drive axle on there, and do that one up. And then finally, we've got this wheel on here. There's one more bit that we got to get to, and we got to go in the top to do that one. I want to do that one down there, and opposites. Got to do opposites. I'm remembering to do the opposites. So I'm slowly, I think, starting to get the hang of how to mend cars. And the big test is going to come very soon when we are able to get a vehicle here. Right, so there's nothing actually in this side that I want. So we'll close that, and we want to come in through the back here. And hold to take off. There we go. Wasn't there a starter motor on here, or is there not actually one in here? I can't remember now. The gearbox there is accessible under the car. So let me just click on the gearbox and go to part. Yes, there's one bit there. Oh, that's under the car. I never get it right, do I? I never get it right. So I want interior assemble mode, that one there. And I want to put that one back together. So yes, we will soon find out if we are ready to take the next step. Close down. There we go. Because as soon as we can get to level 12, we will be bringing in our own car. The one that we got from the barn find all that little while ago. We're going to put it up on a stand, and we are going to strip everything out of that car that we possibly can. There is not going to be anything left of that vehicle when we are finished with it. And then after we have done that, can I click on that gearbox and move over to it? There we go. Let's go over to here. I want to go part mount, and it's that one right there, that starter motor that I want to put back on. I think that is everything then, once we've got that one on. There. Come out from under. And then we're going to start putting our car back together. So it'll be a big test then to see if I can actually remember some of the lessons that I'm hoping that I have actually learned. We haven't actually done, though, anything for the interior of the vehicle. So seats or steering wheels or anything like that. So I don't know if there's stuff there that we're supposed to do. But, I mean, at the moment, that's all looking good. We've got an 8,294 payout. Job bonus of $1,700. Finish. Excellent. We're now on $48,000. I'm on 5,594 of 5,630 XP. So a quick job ought to be enough. We just need a quick job. I still haven't taken another story mode. I will do another story mode at some point, but I haven't done one yet. Right. Engine oil and filter. Car does not start. Car's filters need replacing. Trapping sounds from engine bay. Transmission not responsive. That's a big job. I'm not going to go for that. As no bonus, and no bonus. The Dodge Challenger, loud when accelerating. That's just an exhaust job. We'll take that one. That should be fairly simple. And it's only 33% as well. So there we go. There is the Dodge Challenger. Okay, that thing looks... That does look pretty good. I'm not really much of a car person at all. So, cars don't really do a lot for me, to be honest. I'm very much a car as an A to B type thing, but I got to be honest, that car does look pretty good. Even to me, even to a completely... I'm absolutely not a petrol head or a grease monkey or anything like that whatsoever. Just not really have any interest in cars, but that would probably turn my head a little bit as it went past, because that does actually look pretty cool. And yeah, I like that. Anyway, we need to get... Actually, I need to get this thing right up higher because it's loud when accelerating, so it's going to be something to do with the exhaust. I mean, it said that it was... You did have the clue for the exhausting. The only problem with this is that it is completely rusted out anyway. So the fact that this vehicle is completely and utterly, totally rusted out, we've got 3 more parts not discovered. So we're just going to go back through and we're going to strip out everything. Oh, hang on, he's got 2 exhaust pipes. I didn't see that coming. So we're going to strip out all of the exhaust pipes as we sort of work our way back through the car. And hope that we come to the right one. So we've got that. We want the front exhaust pipe there and that one. I don't think it's those 2. I do believe it is that one there. That one looks fairly rusty. And that one there as well, I would say, is fairly bad. And maybe that exhaust manifold up there, I'm not quite sure. So let's take a look. We got one more. So it's one of those. The front exhaust section. Oh, 2 front exhaust sections and a rear muffler E. And then we got 1 part not discovered. I reckon it's that one up there. So... we can replace the bits from underneath, can't we? So, we've got front exhaust section V8 OHVD. We can go, we can try and find that one. We want front exhaust, and it's the front exhaust section. It just says front exhaust section, didn't it? I'm pretty sure it said section. Front exhaust section V8 OHV. V8 OHV. Oh, crumbs. Was there a letter? Front exhaust, V8. I'm so confused. This is the one thing that irritates me about this. Why can't I just order it from here? Right, V8 OHV D. Right, D. I've got to remember it's D. It's one thing I would really like is just to be able to order it. You know, click on the part and order. It would make it so much easier. But anyway, we want 2 of these. So we want to get that one there, and then it's the rear muffler E. I think it's rear muffler E is the other one that we... No, I don't want tablet. I don't want you. I want... Go there, car status. It is rear muffler E. So if we get those, we can then replace these underneath here before we lower it back down. We should be able to do the other stuff from the top. So we want rear muffler, not muggler, muffler. My typing is terrible today. Look at that. There we go. Rear muffler E. That was F on the last car. This is the one that we want here, and we only want 1 of those. So let's grab that one. And... if I go to here and then I switch to part mount mode. So that one, you know, I don't actually know which is the one that needs to be replaced. So we can put those 2 back on there, and I can put that one there back on again. Then this one here I think was in good condition and in poor condition. I think it's that way round. We can soon find out because I can just do this. Car status, rear muffler E has been done. Right. That's the first bit done. So then if I zoom up here like this and I can replace these 2, we've got both of those to go back on. And then you go to the front bit, we've got the front exhaust section. Those are both new replacement parts. So I want that one there as well. Right. Come out from underneath this vehicle and we can drop it back down. And then the other bits should be the ones in from the engine, because we've done everything from in underneath that we can reach. So we lift up the hood and what do we got? Exhaust manifold. Right, this side over here is actually looks in much worse condition than the other one, so I would put my money on it being this one. Grab you. And that one is 10%. Okay. I wonder if actually I can repair any of those items that I've just taken off. No. I've got an ignition coil that I can repair, and we've got an intake manifold up there, water pump. So there's a few things that we do have that we can repair. Not very much, mind, but a few. So we've got the exhaust manifold V8 OHVD. I can remember that. Exhaust manifold, that one is. So if I just go manifold, like that, and then we want the V8 OHVD. It's easy, because it's the orange one, a yellow one. Yellowy orange. It's kind of halfway in between, really, isn't it? Yellowy sort of orangey type colour-ish. So, something like that. Right, let's put that one back on. I am hoping that this... Actually, I don't know if this is going to get us a full amount of XP. Oh, well, not to be honest, look at that. We're up now. We're... You look there. We're 20 points. We just need 20 more points of XP and we're done. So let's shut that one down. Take it off, and hopefully this will give us the 20 points, 20 XP points that we need. And if it doesn't, maybe it will just sort of accumulate as we work on our own car. Will it do that? Not sure. Finish order. 6. Oh no! I was reading it completely wrong. Okay, we're on 5,700. We need 6,400. I don't know. Yeah, I was I was reading that completely wrong, wasn't I? We're going to need quite a bit more XP yet. No, we don't. No, we're at level 12. It says level 12. Ha-ha! Brilliant. Unlock upgrade. Okay, let's take a look around. I need more room. Yes. Oh, wow. What's this? Warehouse. I see. This is where we store all our stuff. Brakes. Exhausts, body. Okay. So we got that there, and then we got our own office and everything. Oh, this is fantastic. So we still got our telephone orders and stuff over here, and we've got all our equipment. We just got more equipment. We've got a second lifter here. That's brilliant. That is excellent. We got 2 doors over here. We've got a load of extra space down this side. And is there anything over here that we can use? Oh, this is wonderful. This is absolute. Look at this place. It's huge. Oh, that's fantastic. We've even got a water drinker that we can't use. Yeah. You know, I have been into garages so many times, and the water drinkers, they really do all look like that, don't they? They just look. You take one look at it and you're like, yeah, you know what? I don't think I'm actually thirsty enough to want to drink out of that. I really don't. And then you just leave it. So we've even got a photocopier. So, oh, this will be the computer. It'll be the same computer on all of them, I would guess. So we've just got a couple of places that we can go to go and use it. If I go here, it's going to be the same computer as we normally use. Yes, it is. Okay, so we can get them from multiple places in the workshop. And there's some diagrams on how engines work and how to repair them, which is useful information, I suppose, if we work in a garage. Although, really, you would hope that if someone worked in a garage, they would already know that kind of stuff. Yeah, you really would, wouldn't you? Right, what else have we unlocked? Let's go here. So we've got a barn find there, we've got a barn find there. We've got the racetrack, which we've been to. Car auctions we still can't go to. Abandoned airport we could go to. We've got parking, your garage. Oh, that's where we are now. The car salon, or, you know, the sales room. We've got a... Oh! Junkyard. We can go to the junkyard. We've never been there. This will cost you $500. Are you sure? We got nearly 50 grand. Yes, I am sure. Right, so we're going to go and visit the junkyard. I'm guessing this means that we could just pick up some old rubbishy cars from here. Or maybe we... it's just where we go to find, like, old bits that we would bring back to try to repair. Ooh. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? It's going to take a while to load in, isn't it? Yes, it took a little while to load in, but it's here now. And what have we got? So, what's that? I don't actually know. We've got... Oh, I see. So you can just come along and we can, like, grab some bits. So if I go onto there, what does that do? Click to use. Does this mean that I can I get the engine? Doesn't look like I can do anything with it. So how do you use stuff in here? What do you do? Can we get this one and sort of drive off with it? Hold. Oh, I see. You got various bits of junk. Then you can go along and you can buy them if you want to. And I would guess that they are much the same as most of the other places. And you get them and then you try to repair them later. So those are like 16%, something like that. Search this one. Is there anything that is above 20%? So I would say we've got a better chance of being able to repair it if it was above 20%. Though I'm not actually sure. I don't know how it works with this one. Let's just take a look. Ooh. That one looks to be in pretty good condition. 84%. Is there anything else here? Nope, nothing else there. So we'll take that one. And we'll just have a quick sort of scurry around and see if there's anything else we can. I would really like to be able to buy a bus. Something I would like to see is an add-on to Car Mechanic Simulator. I know that there is a Train Mechanic Simulator game, and I think there's also a Tank Mechanic Simulator. I would kind of like to see them all rolled into one, so that rather than having to get various separate ones, you could have Tractor Mechanic Simulator, and you could have, you could repair buses and stuff like that, all in your workshop. You get like a bigger workshop, you upgrade it all, and you can repair much larger vehicles in there on a regular basis. I think that would be really, really cool to be able to do. There's another vehicle over there. Is that a junk vehicle or what? I don't think we looked at this one yet. That one's got a window there. I don't want to take anything else because I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with it. And I'm also not sure what I can repair and what I can't repair. I don't really know what the percentage is where it says that, you know, this is no good to you any longer. And that one's just bits there. Is there anything back there? No, there's nothing there. Oh, another pile of junk here. Right, we will take one more item. I'm not really sure what I want to take, though. So let me see. I don't think I can repair... a lot of these I don't think I can repair. Maybe let's try the engine head cover. That's 15%. We might be able to do something with that. I don't really know. We'll find out when we get there. So we want to head back home now. I'm not really sure how we do. I think we go over to the gate over here. Oh, there's another pile of junk there. Is there anything in here? Right, I don't see. Oh, there. Those are in reasonable condition. Reasonable. So the problem is you never really remember what you've got in storage and what you don't have in storage. So how do I get out? I want to leave now. Can I go home? Just escape and return to garage. Right, so we can buy these. That's $27 for a rear drive axle B and $22 for the engine head cover. So let's buy the parts. $49 in total. So it was a rear drive axle B. If I remember that, I'm going to run that one straight over to the table and we're going to see if we can repair it, or see if it comes up as an option to repair, and we'll see if we can make any profit from it. Don't know if we will be able to. We'll probably end up losing money. We normally do. So let's bring that over here. The engine head cover is one that we can repair. Now, this is going to cost us $21 to repair it with a 75% chance. Let's risk it. You manage to repair the part. The part's condition after the repair is 44%. It's going to cost me another $40 now. Right, let's just see how much that thing is worth. If I do this, engine head cover, be under the engine. I can search the parts there. That one there, $71. So I think that's actually profitable. I could sell that at a profit right now. I'm not going to. I'm going to do this again. I'm getting greedy now. Getting very greedy. Well, we'll just try and repair that one a minute. You failed to repair the part. Okay. What about this one? $40 it's going to cost. Can we repair it? You managed to repair the part. It's now 55%. Okay, that's terrible. We just spent $40 increasing it by measly 10%. That's pretty poor. The rear drive axle there is cost $5 to attempt to repair it. And we are 84%. I'm not going to risk that one. And I will just go on here and we'll see what that engine head cover is worth now. It doesn't give us a price there unless $87. What was it before? I don't think it was worth spending $40 on it, was it? Not for just an increase of that. Yeah, I genuinely can't remember. Yes, we'll sell it. We'll sell it. And I'm also going to go to, is it Gearbox? No. Suspension, maybe. Yes, the rear drive axle over there. We paid, I think it was about 20. We paid like $50 for them altogether. This one, $29. Okay, that's not really a great deal, is it? No, I don't want to sell that one. Okay, so then if I go to all and I sell junk, we'll get rid of any of the junk parts that we can't do anything with. And the rest of them are apparently useful. Right, what is this? Case. Do you want to open the case? Yes. Case, content. Quality +1. Okay, I have no idea what has just happened. I don't know what this is about. Congratulations, you get more... Oh, by completing orders. I see. So it's basically just giving us some bonus parts. Quality +2. So those are 100% parts. And there was something there. We got barn location mapped down, and we got another case. We got 2 barn locations here. So we got another case. We can open that one up, and we'll see what we get here. And oh, so we got those. It looks like we got some more barn locations there. Barn location maps and camshaft cap. Collect items. Okay. Well, that's looking pretty good. So the next thing we want to do is we want to head off to the garage, and I want to, not to the garage, to our parking. So we've been to the junkyard at last. We've seen that one. We haven't seen car auctions yet, and we've got 2 barns there, and there are more that we can unlock later on. So we want to go here, and we can have 24 cars. Wow. Okay. We want to go parking level 1 because we want to get our car back. I think you've got to go to parking to get car back. Right. We are here in parking. I think that's actually our parking down there as well. It's just you can't walk between levels. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. We want to get this one here, and we want to overview car status. Move to garage. See, everything is like really low. Now, we said 75%. We would go 75%. We're going to rip everything off of this car, and then we're going to start putting it all back at 75%. And we're going to keep doing that until we have taken everything off of the car, and we have got it all the way down, and we've used our cash down to $10,000. I think we're going to keep $10,000 in reserve so that we can keep working on cars, because some cars do cost more than that to actually repair. There it is. And we can move it. So let's move car. And we're going to put this one up on car lifter B. There it is. Right, this one is now ready. We're going to move over here. So we're going to work near the office, and we'll be able to see our car here. And then this is going to be our main shop over here still. And that's where we'll work on orders coming from outside. So first things first, let's... Actually, I don't really want to lift this one up at all yet. I'm going to lower that one back down again. Apparently I'm not. I'm going to lift it right up into the air. You know what? Let's just work at it from up here. Right, first things first, I actually want to go over to the oil drain, and I want to move equipment, and I want to put it onto car lifter B. And then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to use equipment and drain all the oil out of that car, so that we don't have a terrible mess everywhere. So let me take that one and move equipment back. Right. Now, do you have to drain a fuel tank out on the car or not? I don't think so. So let's start taking everything off. This is it. This is the big thing now. We are going to start completely stripping our car apart. Every single little detail of this car is going to come apart. I'm probably never going to be able to... It's fortunate that I do actually have the game to tell me how to remove everything, because otherwise it would never happen. Right, why can't I remove that one? Accessibility. Why can't I remove it? It doesn't have anything red, does it? Or is it front exhaust section? Oh no, there's a piece up there. I've got to take that piece off up from up there. Okay, that's fine. Let's take these wheels off a minute. Take that one off of there. And you can come off. Now, I did already replace a couple of these items. Just we did work on the brakes previously, but I'm not really concerned about that. We're going to go back to this now, and now we really are going to absolutely strip everything out. The reason I did it was because I sort of thought, you know what, we don't want to get too carried away on this. Oh, drive axle. I'm going to take that one out first. Remove that one, then I can remove this one here. No. Why wouldn't it? Oh, maybe I need to actually lower the car back down to be able to do that one. So let's come Can I get to the gearbox just yet? Where is the gearbox on this car? It's the next thing. Oh, that's the gearbox up there, isn't it? Yes, there's the gearbox. And that one's got to come out there. I want front drive shaft, so I want to come out this side. The gearbox I can actually do from here. If I come back out a second and I remove this wheel, then I can take the drive shaft off. I can also remove the brakes, brake caliper, and the... Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Or that. Go to that one, and I can remove the brake pads, and then I want to remove the brake disc ventilated, and then... Is it that one or is it that one? No, I think it is that one there, but I want to do the drive axle there, remove that one. Right, and then I can come over here to the gearbox. I've got that one, that one's from the engine bay, and I've got the front drive shaft, that one can come out as well, so I still need to remove that one from the engine bay. So let's lower the car back down, and we'll start working from inside the engine bay. And I'm also hoping that I can open the car and start taking stuff out from inside it as well. That's something else that I want to do. Take off the door. Items added, front mirror. Remove the trunk. Front bump, rear bumper rather. That one can come off. Body. I don't think we can do anything on that. So the tail light, that one can come out. It comes out in its section. And we can do that one as well. I've got a rear window. Left window. Oh, I took the whole door out last time, so that took out a whole load of items. And then can the steering wheel come off? Oh, I see. I can go inside. I can't actually do anything from in here, but I can at least sit in it. Body disassemble mode. Interior. Oh, interior disassemble. That's what we want. So we take that one out. Steering wheel. Front seat. Bench. Seat fabric B. Right, I think that is everything that I can take out from inside the actual vehicle. And then we can come over here. So I got fender on the front. I got the hood. That one can come out. Front window. This is brilliant. We really are absolutely stripping everything off of this car. There is going to be nothing left. Absolutely nothing left. Right, that's all body by the look of it there. There's a window on the back there. Let's go to the car, so the wheel. So we can take this wheel off here. Strip all of this out. And I can start taking all of these bits off as well. We'll take the brake caliper and the brakes and the pads and all the rest of it. Those can come off. And the brake disc. Right, why does that keep clicking at me? Oh, I see. Maybe I need to remove this piece in here. So we take the wheel hub cap and then the wheel bearing inside there. Then that one can come out. That's why it keeps clicking. Normally you see something red so that it sort of shows up where the different bits are. So that one can come off there. That's everything on that side. Oh, I've got the shock absorber cap on the top there. Take that rubber bushing out. I don't think you actually need... Oh, you do need to remove some of the rubber bushings, but you don't actually need to remove all the rubber bushings straight from the start. You can sort of do it as you go through. Although I'm thinking it would be easier if we could. Rear shock absorber. Take that one out. Rear spring there. And then we've got that piece. Right, what's this? Fuel tank accessible from under the car. We can't do that one yet, but we can take the fuel pump out. And we've got a suspension arm there. I'll take off this wheel. Remove that one. It's going to be interesting once we've done this to see just... I mean, if we go here now to car status, it's showing us a huge amount of different stuff with... like you got the camshaft and you got all these different bits inside the engine that still haven't shown up. What do we got here? Front right fender, 88%. Rear bumper. Why is it not showing the condition of the rear bumper? That seems a bit odd that we don't actually get to see the condition of any of those. Unless the condition doesn't deteriorate. Is that something to do with it? I don't actually know, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. If it's not going to show the condition of it at all, then in theory it shouldn't make any vast amount of difference to it. I want to take that bearing out, and then I want to take the rear hub thing off. Hub thing, yeah, that is actually the technical name for it, the hub thing. Wheel hub 3, and then we've got knuckle housing. So take that one off. I want the suspension arm, which is then that rubber bushing there can come out. And then that suspension arm can come off, which is those three back there. That's that bit taken care of. And then we want the shock absorber there. Right, that one's from under the car. The sway bar is from under. We can remove that one up there. That rubber bushing. And there's a rubber bushing over there that we can remove. Then the shock absorber cap. The spring cap. Was there a spring cap over the other side? Yes, there was. I forgot to take that one off. And I can't take... oh, no, I can. I just need to take this one off first. So if I swing around here, I can also take out that rubber bushing there. And then I can remove that suspension arm. Take all of that off. We are at least getting an idea of what all of that... That one I can't take out. No, it's not going to let me do it for a moment. So I've got to take... I can take that one off. Like that. And what else have we got? Are there any other bits? These are under the car by the look of it. Move over this side, and so is all of this over here. So there's that one piece there, I think, that can come off. And then we've got the rear sway bar, and we've got small rubber bushing there. Oh, that one just drops off anyway. So I could do that from this one over here. If I go up there, I'll take that small rubber bushing out. I can actually take those two out. So you can do that one from both above and below the car. So I've done that. I'm actually going to lift this one up, and I'm going to take everything else that I can from the back end of the vehicle now. Then we can go back into it and... Right, let's remove the fuel tank. So you don't actually need to drain out the fuel tank to finish this. We want the rear suspension arm. There. Right, and then that rubber bushing. That means that then we can then take that knuckle out. We can do the rear sway bar. We can come back over to this side. We've got the rear suspension there. And that one's got rubber bushing down there. And then that one can come off. And then finally the rear suspension cross member. That is everything that can come off the car at the back. Absolutely everything. The whole lot. Let's move up to the front a minute. And we'll go for the oil pan under here. I just take those off. We've already drained the oil out of the car, so we don't need to worry about that. We go over to the oil filter as well. That one can come out. And right, the lower suspension arm, we can remove that one as we're under here. Like that. I think we can also... I think actually the steering knuckle we can do from the other side. So let me move over. How can I move over a bit? I'm going to go over this side. There we go. I'll go over to this side. I can remove that lower suspension arm as well. Bolts left, right, and center there. So I want the inner... No, that's actually... This one here, that's the bit inside, the wheel hub bearing. So I can go in there, and then I can take that one off. Like that. And then I can put that one back... take that one off. We've got the outer tie rod. Remove there. And then we can also remove the inner tie rod. Not that one. That one's actually... Is this from the engine bay? Got a feeling we've got to remove that one off from the engine bay rather than here as we are at the moment. And then the front sway bar, I've got to remove that side over there. Take that one out, and then I can... Oop, nope, too far. Come back a bit. Right, front sway... Oh, nope. Another piece there. I've got the front end link up there. That one's got to come off. Then the sway bar, I've got another front end link on that side, which I need to take off. Like that. And then I can remove that front sway bar, which is... I can zoom out a little bit. There we go. Get that one like that. Front sway bar. Excellent. Inner tie rod there. And I've also got steering rack. And then I've got this one down here. This one's got some rubber bushings inside. If I can take these rubber bushings off, I should be good to remove that whole thing. That one out there. Okay, this is actually quite good fun, stripping it all apart. Is whether I'll ever be able to put this back together again. This is going to be the difficult bit, is putting it back together again afterwards. So let's go over to that last rubber bushing over there. There's a lot of rubber bushings that we're going to be needing for this. And then I can remove that front suspension cross member. That's all out. My timer going off to say that we've run out of time. I think that's just about everything that we want to do from there. I want to lower it back down again now and start stripping out the rest. We still haven't lifted the engine out, which is this one here, the engine crane. Now, I've not ever used that one yet, so that's going to be a bit of fun to use that one. So first of all, let's get this radiator out. We want the radiator fan housing, and then the radiator. come down here. We've got these tiny little clips here. And there should be some more on the back, I think. There we go. There, and that one there. And then we can take the air filter cover, the actual air filter itself, the base. That's all out. Battery, that can come out. Battery's at 30%. That's actually reasonably good. Accessible from wheel side on lifter. Really? Okay, I really thought that I would be able to get that from where it was. Accessible from... I can't get the bearing. Oh, okay. I got to lift it up in the air to get the wheel bearing out. I really thought that I'd be able to get the wheel bearing out from down the bottom where it was. Okay, we'll do it like this. That's what you want. That's what we'll do. So we can take that one out, and then we can take this one off here. We'll do the other bits, and we should be able to get that suspension arm out as well then. I'm hoping. Front shock absorber. Yeah, take those two out. And then the steering knuckle. So we want to do the same over this side as well. I want the front shock absorber. Take those two out. That one's all dropped down, and then the front steering knuckle. That should be all of it, so I can lower it back down again and get the rest of the bits out. We've still got to strip apart the engine. That's going to take a little bit of time, but we've got most of the rest of this out now. We've got the brake servo down there. We've got the ABS module, and then the pump. Take those off. And the ABS pump as well. So then we've got the gearbox. That one's got to be taken out from underneath, but we did need to get this one first. So if we grab that, I think that's most of it then. Pretty sure that's most of it. So we can lift it back up again while we get the gearbox out, and then we've very few pieces left in here. So we want that gearbox there. Let me swing round this side and zoom in a little bit. Take that off. Now, how are we going to get the clutch out? Does it let it do it from underneath? Yes, it will. So we can take that one out. Pressure plate. Take all of those off. And yeah, it is fortunate that I like jigsaw puzzles. That's all I can say. It's fortunate that I like jigsaw puzzles, because I'm really going to need my skills at being able to do jigsaw puzzles to put this thing back together. This is going to take forever. We sort of got to find, I mean, what do we like for the condition of the bits? We go to car status now. You've got, I mean, there's a whole load of bits here that's just not telling us what the condition of them are. Mainly because they're not on the vehicle. I see. Once you take them off, it's not actually giving us a condition because we don't have them on there. And then we've got question marks for most of these items here. We got, there's a few of them are in good condition. Most of them are now just grey because they're not on the car. That makes a lot of sense. That does actually make a huge amount of sense. So we can remove that one, and we'll do the exhaust manifolds, a whole load of bits there. Get all of those out. I don't know if I'm going to have time to finish taking all of this one apart today. I mean, I hope I do. I'd really like to be able to do all of this in one go. It's going to take, I would say, a couple of episodes for us to put it all back together again. Mainly because of trying to get the bits, I would think. That's going to take a little bit of time. Let's take this off the side here. We're familiar with these bits on the side now. It's a good job that we didn't try to do this right from the start, because there's a few bits here that we really would have struggled with right back at the beginning. I suspect that I am still going to have a serious challenge to be able to do this properly, get this all put back together. And then, of course, we have to find out if we actually end up making any money from it. Because, I mean, at the moment, we've got $48,585. So, $48,585. That's not a huge... I mean, I guess it's all right. I'm hoping that it's enough to be able to do everything we need to do on here. Let's take that cam gear off. Right, so now we're working on these bits here. Which means, I don't know how long, I mean, it's not that big an engine on it, so it doesn't have, like, it's not like a V8 or anything like that. So we're not going to have masses and masses of things that we've got to take off, which, and valves and that we've got to work through, which should make life a little bit easier. Haven't we got, like, a camshaft cap sitting around somewhere? I'm pretty sure we did get one somewhere. It's in good condition as well. So we take that one out there. We've got the intake manifold. I want to take that throttle off of there. And the fuel rail, and then the intake manifold can come off. So let's just get all of those bolts there. I've got a fuel filter there on the top, and that is almost everything then that is holding this vehicle together. There's very, very little that is left on it now. We've got ignition wires there. I've got an ignition coil over on this side. The front exhaust section, that's the last bit that's got to go underneath. I need to take out the spark plugs there. Take you out. And that one, and that one there. So yeah, those of you who do watch this and are experienced car mechanics, how often have you done this? I mean, I know there's quite a few of you that have done a lot of work on various different vehicles, but how often have you taken a vehicle and stripped it right down completely to nothing and then rebuilt it from the ground up? Now, I understand that if you're restoring a vehicle, that is generally the approach you take. You basically remove absolutely everything off of the vehicle and then you start building it from the ground up. So how many of you have actually done that? And what's the experience like? I imagine that for someone that is into cars and enjoys working on cars, the whole experience must be very, very rewarding. For me, I can appreciate that it would be rewarding. I could actually appreciate more that restoring a tractor in that fashion would be rewarding. It would be a very... I think if I was to do anything, if I was to like have a go at anything, it would be to repair an old tractor and restore it rather than a car. I'm just not... I just don't get cars. I'm just not into them at all. So yeah, for me, I would definitely go for a tractor rather than a car. But at the same time, I still don't really want to do a car either. A tractor either, rather, I should say. It just doesn't appeal to me. It's not something that I'm into in any way. So, those of you who have done it, what's it like? What was it like? What was the experience like? Was it really, really rewarding? Was it ultimately just an exercise in pure frustration? Was it sort of a combination of the two? I can imagine that it would actually be a combination of the two, to be fair. What do you mean, accessible from under the car? I thought I already took you off. I'm sure I took that one off already. Oh well, let's lift it back up again. It's forever up and down, this thing. And yeah, what was the experience like? Did you ultimately finish the job? Did you get done what you were hoping to get done with it all? And how did it compare? What was it like when you eventually managed to get that job done? Right, so the crankshaft there, I've got to take the pistons off. Is there anything else that I need to remove before I do those pistons? That one's from the engine bay. So no, I did actually have that right. I need to do the pistons from the top next, and then I could go back in underneath and I can take the crankshaft thing out. So if I go to engine block like that, and then there, piston with conrod, and that one as well. It's trying to get it to actually mouse over. It doesn't actually seem to like it very much. And there's another one in there. If I can just get it to hook onto it, there we go. Right, and now I've got to lift it up so that I can get that one out. So I'm assuming that you can't actually work... Can you work the engine with this one? Let's try it. Before I lift that one up, I'll lower that one back down again. And I'm going to bring this engine lifter over, and I'm going to see if I can do this. So move equipment, car lifter B. I'll bring that one over here. So then we go install engine, move equipment, pull engine out of car. Right, so where's the engine? It's not hanging off of there. Does that mean that I've removed it without putting it back together, or what? I was hoping to actually be able to look at that part. I thought that it kind of hung on the chain so that you could do it like that. I'll tell you what, we can always go install. I see, so it's got the bits on there. You've got to have them together. Right. I'm going to leave that one there for a second, and I'm going to lift this back up because I want to take a look at the actual engine a second. I'm going to go to here, and then I want to remove the crankshaft itself. Then we've got only the engine block that's left. I've taken everything else off. It's just the engine itself that is left. And I think that I do actually have to use engine block. Oh, I can remove the engine block as a whole unit. So I don't even need to use this one. If I go here, install engine, there are no items to work with. Ah. So you can take the entire engine out. Place equipment back. Right. That's it. I have completely stripped this car down. There is nothing left on this car at all. every single item has been removed apart from a front right fender, which is at 88%. So it's that one there. That is the only one that is still on. I'm going to take that one off. We need to do the whole lot. So there we go. There is our empty shell of a car. A broken former car that is no longer. So the actual body itself, it doesn't look like you can do anything to it. I'm clicking on it. I click body. It doesn't have any options. We've got interior disassemble, assemble mode, move, overview. Overview car parts using this mode. Okay, it doesn't actually show me anything. So then we go to car status, and we have nothing. The car status is the car value is currently $1,700. So we could just sell it exactly as it is. I don't think we'll do that. We will just go and take a look over here on the table and see if the any of the bits can be repaired. How many bits can be repaired, rather. Okay. We've actually got quite a lot of items on here that are able to be repaired. It's going to be interesting to see if we can actually repair. Now, 75% was the number that we set ourselves. We said it's got to be 75% or higher. Is it going to be worth repairing? I think that it is actually worth repairing. So we go to this one, 34%, 68, 84. Right, so that one is repaired. I don't need to buy that one again. And I go to that one. That one's instant repair all the way up. 63. Nope. I think I just lost that one. Then we got the timing cover. You failed to repair it. Managed to repair 78. So as long as it gets to 75 or above, that's what I want. And the oil pan I just destroyed. Oh, no, you managed to repair. The parts condition after repair 100%. That one there, 70. So close. So, actually, I've run out of time. I've gone way over time. We're going to have to play around with this next time, and then we can start putting this car back together again. I'm just going to go into interior assemble mode a minute. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And so we've got interior disassemble. Everything's already disassembled. Interior assemble. Right, there we go. So if I go bench, that's at 94%. So the bench can go back in. That one's just fine. Front right seat, 90. Front left seat, that one is 76%. That one is only just. It's safe. We can take that one in, and we can have that one in as well. That's everything on the interior. There is nothing else that we can do on the interior. So the interior of the car is just fine. We're going to get to work on all the rest of this in tomorrow's episode, and I hope we have enough money to be able to completely restore this car back to its former glory and then sell it. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.